Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Mystic Moons. Today, let's get on the space shuttle and go political. Let's ask the question: was the recent resignation of Mitch McConnell as Speaker, the Republican Speaker for the Senate, is his announcement of retiring just from that leadership position, was that a nod to Joe Biden? I mean, of course, Mitch isn't going to retire. He's 81 years old. So he's not going to retire until from the leadership position until November. But how he's announced it 10 months or so early. So is that the doorway, the threshold of like a bot for Biden? Is a beta test for Biden saying he's too old? I mean, there's a 1 year difference or a few months, and he kept on saying during his conference that father time, old age is the I mean, he's been around in the politics and the Senate and the government for 40 years, just like Joe Biden. Now, I mean, I personally think that, nice, young, aggressive body and mind is a great combination to have in leadership positions. Not that old people should be put into the pasture, but when they start exhibiting brain freezes and other symptoms, that it's time to take a more conference, behind the scenes approach, I think. But anyway, let's ask the tarot: was today's announcement by Mitch McConnell a signal for Joe, or a test, a beta test for Joe, if he was to announce that he will not be seeking a second term because due to his age? Some people, they're spry for quite some time. Other people, no. And some people were never young, no matter even when they were physically young. And some people are never old, even when they're like in a wheelchair of old age. So it depends. I mean, it's all individual. However, without going into more specific, let's ask the tarot the significance of Mitch McConnell's resignation today at 82 years of age. All right, let's take 3 cards and see. All right, now we have the Knight of Cups message. That's indication of asking the question: is Mitch showing Joe, this is what you should do? Strength. So, in other words, get out while you still can walk out before you're carried out. That's what he's saying. And this, the work card. Is the workload too much for a man in his 80s? Yes. Who has afflicted with other symptoms of old age. So, I would say that the message is clear. Now, we can see just in the message part, the Knight of Cups. Is this going to get to Joe, or his team, or the Democratic Party? Let's just see. We shuffle, because we need a lot of energy. The presidential office needs lots of energy. And it doesn't need to go back, it needs to go forward. Let's see. Someone, is it getting the message? Is it getting through that we need young youth? Hopefully, celebration. Working together. So I would say that those two ideas, those two, working together is a good thing, and working together to bring about change, age restrictions, or no, not even age restrictions, health restrictions, is imperative. I mean, that is the message. Working together, getting this country where it should be, not where it is, where it should be. That's what the whole message is, and what it would take. And we hear strength card. Let's examine that briefly, quickly. Strength. Now, obviously, Mitch, since he's been around in this job for 20 years past retirement age, just about. I think retirement age in the U.S. is 63. So, let's see. Was he pulled out? I mean, did he make this decision by himself? Even though he's been having, like, obvious signs of age of age disabilities. Let's see. Partnership. That means it was like not just him. Could be his wife, or it could be his colleagues. We have the King of Cups. So I would say that a committee told him it was a good idea. And in terms of, like, will the message get to Joe? I would say yes. I would say that this was definitely a message to Joe. Because I don't think Mitch would, like, give it up unless he had pressure. And even the fact that he's even announced it 10 months ahead of time, and he's still keeping his Senate seat, he's not going to disappear on us, shows that the pressure was a lot. All right, let's look at this work card briefly so we can get, like, if this was enough to get the message. Here we have the High Priestess and we have the Star. It seems almost as though that, okay, the feminine, rebirth in the feminine. Could this be Michelle Obama? That's like, I'm the one who's most fit for this. I'm well known. A woman can heal this country. Or could this be like Jill saying, you know, we should pay attention to this? Joe's wife, Jill Biden. That this would be best for us as humans, as a couple. Somehow I see that, like, to me, is more than that. It seems like another fraction of feminine has said that it would be best that you paid attention, Joe. And it feels like Obama. Okay, let's take one more peekaboo into this work thing and find out who. Let's just take one. Let's get one more insight into this. Alright, one more card. And see, is it Michelle or the Obamas? This is a behind the scenes decision. And Joe is listening. Well, I see a Three of Cups celebrating. Well, I think that, first of all, the move by Mitch McConnell is welcomed. Very welcomed. And it's like being used as a beta test for Joe. Biden to graciously bow out on the top of his game and to throw his support to someone who is physically more agile and younger to deal with the problems of this country right now. Okay, thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this reading, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. And if you subscribe, thank you. And if you haven't, please do. And thank you very much for your time today. And let's take off again another time. And see you later.